Having had in-depth real estate investment conversations with investors since my relocation from Benin to the city of Abuja, I have come to realize that investors in this said city are still making investment mistakes, even with our consistent efforts of educating investors of how to invest rightly into this very city, with several consultation sessions with investors, hearing certain stories and hearing certain losses on the kind of investment they're making in this said city. It is only sad as a real estate broker who puts consistent effort in educating each and every investor who wants to invest into this said city. Now, I have had conversations with investors over time. Investors have said they've made massive real estate investments, and because of not noticing the right title, that said investment is jeopardized. And in this said video, I'll be sharing the types of title or the types of land title we have in the city of Abuja based on hierarchy. And in this said video, I would also be mentioning some of the titles that supersedes your convenient or your normal CFO and RFO in this said city. If you want to know the type of title that supersedes a CFO and an RFO in this said city, do ensure to stay till the very end of this said video to be more informed on how you can invest rightly into the city of Abuja. My name is Alifne David and I'm a real estate broker in the city of Abuja with Fortune Way Limited, a fast developing real estate company here in the city of Abuja who is committed to bringing you the absolute best of real estate, educating you and also bringing you the most affordable properties for sale in the city of Abuja. Now, like I have stated earlier, I have put in consistent efforts in educating each and every investor. And severally on this YouTube channel, I have mentioned about the differentiation between the area councils and the FCDA in this said city. And today we are still going to be mentioning a lot of things that has to do with both the FCDA and the area councils in the city of Abuja. The first I will start with is your local council allocated RFO. Now, RFO are very important, and a lot of people have said that what is the basic difference between an RFO and a CFO? Well, the basic difference between RFO and CFO in the city of Abuja is that if you were to be asked now that if you are a graduate, yes, you are a graduate, but what proves that you as an investor watching this video is a graduate from a certain school? It is your certificate, but you have the right to state that you are a graduate. Now, the only difference in the city of Abuja is that an RFO in itself now has a document in the city of Abuja, whereas in other states, it is not found. But usually you see your CFO. That is the basic difference between an RFO and a CFO. The next title in the city of Abuja is your local council allocated CFO. Now, I have always said that in the city of Abuja, the land, all lands inside this said city belongs to the federal government. Therefore, either be it area council or local council have no business or whatsoever to be allocating lands to investors. So these said two titles I just mentioned for you now, if you are an investor and you see a property in the city of Abuja saying it is a CFO, you have to confirm who allocated that said CFO. Is it the FCDA or area council, so as not to get it confused. Now, the next title we have in the city of Abuja is your regularized local council allocated CFO or regularized local council allocated RFO. In any case, the basic explanation of a regularized local council allocated CFO or regularized local council allocated RFO is that if a land, now I'm using a state jurisdiction, if a land belongs to the local government in a state jurisdiction and the government now has the power to classify that said place as an urban area which is fully developed. Now the state government has the power to collect that said land from the local government. The local government will now go and apply to the state government to give them a piece of that said land that has been taken. This is similar to what a regularized CFO or regularized RFO is in the city of Abuja. The local council, they will go and apply to the FCD authorities to grant them access to that said land. Do ensure to always stay on the safe side by investing into FCD allocated properties. Now, let's go into the FCDA, which is the genuine lands inside the city of Abuja. First off, we have the FCDA RFO. Now, like I have stated earlier, this is a very good title for you to run with when it is an FCDA approved estate. If this is an FCDA RFO, then it is good to run with. The next in line is the FCDA RFO with a building approval. Therefore, you have the right to build on that said land in accordance to the master plan of Abuja. If that property is not in line with the master plan of Abuja, the FCDA authorities will not grant access to that said property. So do ensure to make sure that the property is an FCDA RO4 and also it has a building approval to its name if you're an investor who is looking to build in that said property. The next title we have in the city of Abuja is the letter of intent. Now, a lot of people do not know the meaning of a letter of intent. It just simply means that the government gives this said land to an entity, and the entity made a promise that within this said period of time, we as a company we are going to be doing so and so thing in this said location. And if that is not met within that said period of time, the government has the power to take back the land because they have already reached an agreement. And several times we have seen letter of intent with mass housing. The next title we have in the city of Abuja is your FCDA CFO. Now, recently we are beginning to see some strings attached to the FCDA CFO, which is that we now have two types, right? Now we have the one that you apply for, which is considered to be the lower version of the one that is being allocated to you by the government without applying for it. Now, there is a bit of a difference between the two. And if you want to get more information of why this is so, do ensure to reach out to me in the number shown right on your screen. And I would explain for you in depth why this is so. Now, we have the CFO that is applied for, and we also have the CFO that is allocated to you by the government without you applying to it. And by hierarchy, the one that is being allocated to you without you applying for it is the one that is higher, right? So, but if you see anyone that has a CFO with building approval or a CFO allocated by the FCD authorities, then it is a good land for you to run with in this said city. The next we have the FCDA CFO with building approval. The same for the RO4 with building approval. That said, estate has been approved by the FCDA authorities in line with the current master plan of the city of Abuja, be it for residential or for commercial purposes. So long as it has a building approval by the FCDA, then it is a very good title for you to run with as an investor. Then the next two we have, which is really seen in the city of Abuja, we have the minister's consent. Now, for me to explain this to you well detailedly is that in a state jurisdiction, right, in a state jurisdiction, if a property has a CFO prior, for example, I have a land right now that I own that has a CFO, and you as a buyer, you want to buy that same land for me, and you want the CFO after you've bought the land to be in your own name. Because a CFO cannot be allocated twice to two different individuals for one said land, the one you apply for now is no longer called a CFO. Now it is called a governor's consent. This is similar to the case of Abuja. It is no longer called the governor's consent. Now it is called the minister's consent, because the minister is now signing on that said document that yes, there was a CFO in this said land before, and we are reallocating this said CFO property to the new owner, which is you, the buyer of that said property. This is what is known as the minister's consent. I should also quickly add that in a state jurisdiction, right, a gazette is more higher than your CFO, because in a CFO, the period of you owning that said land is 99 years. Then after 99 years, you have to go and renew it in the FCD authorities or whatever jurisdiction you choose to play with as an investor. Now, in a state jurisdiction, a gazette is higher because why? A gazette has no timing period to it. This is why a gazette is more higher than a CFO property. Then the next in line is the Supreme Court judgment. This is really seen. I did a video very recently on Instagram, and a lot of people had a lot of things to say concerning this said property. Now, why is a Supreme Court judgment higher than the CFO, than any other document? It's because it is coming from the highest legislative authority in this said state or in this said country. Therefore, it makes it the higher title in all of the land administration, in not just the city of Abuja, but in Nigeria in total. So whatever property you see that has a Supreme Court judgment, that is a good property for you to run with as an investor. I hope you have gotten something so far from this said video. And if you want to know more about the land administration in the city of Abuja, don't ensure to reach out to me. Let's talk real estate today in this said city. Once again, my name is David, and I'm a real estate broker in the city of Abuja who is committed to bringing you the absolute best of real estate, educating you, and also bringing you the most affordable properties for sale in this said city. See you in my next video session. Until then, stay safe.